Hey everyone, and a massive, warm welcome back to the channel. To every single person watching this right now, wherever you are in the world, I am sending you the biggest, most positive vibes. I truly hope you're feeling fantastic, happy, and most importantly, healthy today. Take a deep breath, relax, and get ready for a journey that's literally out of this world. Now, think about your favorite food for a second. That one meal you absolutely love, that fills you with comfort and joy. Maybe it's a perfectly seared steak, a rich, cheesy pizza, or a bowl of your mom's homemade soup. Imagine taking a bite of it and tasting almost nothing. It's bland, boring, like chewing on cardboard. That would be pretty disappointing, right? Well, what if I told you that this is the exact reality for astronauts living in space? Up there, floating hundreds of miles above the Earth, in one of the most incredible adventures a human can experience, there's a strange and frustrating problem. Food just doesn't taste the same. In fact, for many astronauts, their sense of taste practically vanishes. It's not that the space food is bad, though it's definitely not restaurant quality, it's that their bodies are undergoing a crazy transformation that rewires their senses. This isn't just a minor inconvenience, it's a major challenge for space missions and a fascinating mystery of human biology. So, why does this happen? How do you feed people who can't taste their dinner? And what does this tell us about our own bodies here on Earth? Let's blast off and explore the weird world of eating in zero gravity. To understand why taste goes haywire in space, we first need to understand how taste works here on Earth. When you take a bite of food, you're not just experiencing one sense. What you perceive as flavor is actually a combination of two main things, taste and smell. Your tongue has taste buds that detect 5 basic tastes: sweet, salty, sour, bitter, and umami, that savory, meaty taste. But that's only part of the story. The vast majority of what you think of as flavor actually comes from your sense of smell. When you chew, aromas travel up the back of your throat to your olfactory receptors in your nose. Your brain combines the signals from your tongue and your nose to create the complex experience of flavor. That's why when you have a stuffy nose from a cold, food tastes bland and unappetizing, you've lost the smell component. Now, in space, astronauts experience something similar, but it's caused by a much more dramatic physical phenomenon, fluid shift. In the microgravity environment of the International Space Station, there's no gravity to pull bodily fluids down towards your feet. So, all that fluid, blood, water, lymph, floats upward and pools in the upper body and head. It's like hanging upside down on a swing set for months on end. This causes that classic, puffy face, and chicken legs look that astronauts have in their first few days in space. But this fluid shift also causes congestion in the sinuses and nasal passages. Just like when you have a head cold, this congestion blocks those aromas from reaching the olfactory receptors. Suddenly, that rich, aromatic stew just tastes blah. The spices are gone, the subtle notes vanish, and all that's left are the basic, dull signals from the tongue. But the plot thickens. It's not just congestion from fluid shift. Scientists believe that the entire nervous system is affected by microgravity. The body is under a constant state of low-grade stress, adapting to a completely alien environment. This can potentially dull all the senses, including taste. Furthermore, the environment inside a spacecraft is very dry, with low humidity, which can also dry out the mucous membranes in the nose and mouth, further deadening the sense of smell and taste. Some astronauts have reported that their taste does slowly return after a few weeks as their bodies adjust to the new normal, but it often doesn't come back fully. And for many, their taste preferences completely change. Foods they loved on Earth become unappealing, and foods they were indifferent to suddenly become cravings. This has led to some very specific and strange requests from astronauts. Many develop a powerful desire for intensely flavorful, spicy, and pungent foods. The humble bottle of hot sauce becomes a priceless commodity on the space station, a treasured item that astronauts use to douse their meals and actually feel something. Things like wasabi, horseradish, taco sauce, and incredibly spicy curries are highly sought after because they provide a strong sensation, often a burning feeling, that can cut through the taste blindness. The sharp, violent reaction to capsaicin, the chemical in chili peppers, is one of the few taste experiences that remains powerful and reliable in orbit. This massive challenge of taste loss isn't just about keeping astronauts happy, it's a critical issue for mission success and health. Eating is a deeply psychological experience. On long-duration missions, which can last for 6 months or even a year, food is more than just fuel. It's a comfort, a reminder of home, a source of pleasure and morale in an otherwise stressful and confined environment. If the food is bland and unenjoyable, astronauts might not eat enough. This is extremely dangerous. In space, the body already loses muscle and bone mass at an accelerated rate due to the lack of gravity. If an astronaut isn't consuming enough calories and nutrients, this deterioration speeds up, jeopardizing their health and their ability to function when they return to Earth's gravity. NASA's food scientists have therefore had to become culinary illusionists. They have to pre-season food much more heavily than they would for Earth palates. They dehydrate and thermostabilize meals, but they have to pack them with strong, potent flavors that can hopefully make it through an astronaut's dulled senses. They also provide a wide variety of food so that even if an astronaut's taste preferences change, they can find something they'll want to eat. The psychological boost of having a favorite food, even if it doesn't taste exactly right, is still powerful. The sight and texture of a familiar meal can provide comfort. This is why space agencies spend so much time and money developing and testing space food. It's not gourmet cooking, it's strategic psychological and physiological engineering. The experience of eating in space is also a logistical nightmare. There are no refrigerators or freezers on the ISS, so almost all food is processed to be shelf-stable for months or even years. Crumbs are a huge hazard because they don't fall to the floor, they float around and can get into equipment or an astronaut's eyes. So, food is often designed to be sticky or to be eaten with a spoon straight out of a pouch. Tortillas are the bread of choice in space because they don't produce crumbs, unlike regular bread. Astronauts rehydrate their food with a special water gun, injecting water into the packages and then kneading them before cutting them open. Meals are a carefully choreographed dance of floating packages, magnetic utensils, and tethered containers to prevent everything from drifting away. Despite all these challenges, the communal act of eating is still a vital part of the day. The crew often gathers to share a meal, looking out the cupola window at the breathtaking view of Earth passing below them 16 times a day. It's a moment of normalcy and connection in a profoundly abnormal environment. So, the next time you sit down for a meal and truly savor a delicious flavor, take a moment to appreciate it. That complex symphony of taste and smell is a miracle of biology that we take for granted every single day. For astronauts, that simple pleasure is one of the things they miss most about Earth. The problem of taste in space is a beautiful reminder of how deeply connected we are to our home planet. Our bodies are perfectly, exquisitely adapted to life here, with its gravity, its atmosphere, and its sensory experiences. When we leave that behind, even our most basic functions get confused. The story of bland space food is really a story about human adaptation, ingenuity, and the incredible lengths we go to support explorers who are pushing the boundaries of human experience. It shows us that even on the final frontier, some of the biggest challenges aren't about rocket science, but about the simple, human need for a good, flavorful meal.